Hello, everyone. Welcome to LOCKBEARD Phenomena number 45, UFO Antifreedom Push. It's Saturday, May 21st, 2022. And it's very strange times. See who else here. Bat Mom looks like was first here, saying, "Hey, old man." Eric, aka Purple Hobbit Abroad, says first time viewer. Thanks for joining us, Eric. Welcome. Angel, welcome. Mr. Lee, welcome. Let's see here. Angel, I think I already said hi to you. Neon Moon, welcome. Ernie Roberg, welcome. Jen, welcome. Mark Dodman, welcome. Thank y'all for coming. Mark says, "Good day, all. Won't be here too long today, so we'll have to catch up on the posting." That's quite all right. Jumps chat is jumping on me. Everything's real glitchy. The computer completely shut down moments before we're supposed to start. Government must not want me talking about this stuff. Lowrider asked, "Can Bigfoot defeat a monkeypox outbreak?" I sure hope so. Let's see. Hello. Scotty's here. Welcome. Pyromedics here. Welcome. Says Montgomery already gave them a good one yesterday, I'm sure. What time is it there? A good one what? I must be missing something. The Squatching Cowboys here. Welcome. Let's see. All the highs and hellos. There's Patty Troy. Welcome to the chat. Which is really, really spastic right now. I don't know what the deal is, but I'll try to navigate. I'll try to deal with it. Mr. Lee says, "Sunday morning ain't the same if I don't watch LOCKBEARD." Yeah, well, it's midnight there, isn't it? So, yeah, it's technically Sunday morning for you. So, did who sat through the hearing? Which there wasn't much to it, you know. It's just like their report, their little, what was it, 9-page report. It was just nothing. Nothing was revealed. Not. Only thing we learned is that they're going to deny what they know, and that's come on, that's exactly what they're doing. They're denying what they know, and they're going to use this to attack us somehow. They're going to use UFOs. Like, okay, 2 years ago, I know a lot of people still won't listen to me about this. Whatever. Prove to me it's real. Prove to me the germ, the new germ is real. Good luck, because there's no evidence for it. They've manufactured a lot of shit. They manufactured a crisis 2 years ago, and we're still having to deal with some crap about that, and they manufactured a crisis before that and a crisis before that. The only way they're able to keep this under control is by manufacturing crises every so often. Sometimes they do something that it's real, you know, in the sense that people died on a certain day in the month of September, but it was our government, that fucking did it. They planned it. They did it. They just blamed it on somebody else. Same thing happened 2 years ago with this germ. Well, they didn't. People were dying from the normal shit. Just the normal shit. Death rates didn't start going up until they started jabbing them. Well, I wonder why. I gotta be careful what I say, because they'll fucking take my ass down if I get too blatant about that shit. But anyway, this UFO UAP crap is going to be used against us. Guarantee. They're gonna stage some kind. Oh, the aliens are attacking, and we got to declare martial law, and everyone's going to lose all their rights now. We've tested how much of your liberty we can take, and now we're going to take it all. You all must go to your houses. You must lock down, and we're going to need a lot of money to fight the freaking aliens. Now they may not be able to pull this off. It's pretty ambitious, right? How do you stage an alien attack? They let me catch up in chat. Because it's flying. Hello all. Giving them a good one means making the most of the day and a day's work around my parts. Sandra Piper, welcome. Nikki's here, welcome. Sue Ashwell, welcome. Just, man, chat is not functioning correctly. Paramedic says it would be better if they just broadcast them watching Skinwalker Ranch. Probably. Your average person that doesn't, they're just the average person, like, oh, really? They admitted UFOs are real? I might want to, take a look at this for the first time. And they're going to, if they tuned into that hearing, they just got bored out of their mind hearing the government act like they didn't know what the hell they were dealing with, which is bullshit. I can't believe anyone believes the government doesn't know damn well what they are dealing with. They know. They freaking know. If they're telling us they don't know, that alone tells us they fucking know. Feel the same way? I see another suspension coming. Yeah, really. Yeah. Well, if all those yahoos try reporting my channel, all those douchebags that were, showing up, I guess they were in the chat on someone else's show when I was visiting there. The dark sewage crew, the shit end of the Bigfoot world, the cryptid world, people that claim that, this dogman bullshit with zero evidence whatsoever. At least we got something to back up Bigfoot to some extent, but dogman, not shit. But yeah, fuck those guys. You fucking scumbags. Threatening me, threatening violence, vaulted nightmares, you fuck. You despicable piece of shit. Fuck you. Yeah. D, threatening me with a lawsuit. Bitch, bring it. You ain't got shit. You're a public figure. You're out here saying a bunch of bullshit, and people have a right to respond. So deal with it. Jen says World Wars, people believe that. Yeah. Maybe that was even a test run for all we know. And it's been around. Tired chat. That's all right. Mark Dolman says in Os. What the damn chats? This thing's. I'm not going to be able to follow chat very well if it keeps acting like this. Mark says in Os there were no increase in mortality from the influenza virus to the Rona stats. Demonstrated that the deaths were recorded as dying with Rona, no stats for influenza. Exactly, and that was seen here and elsewhere. So people still, oh well, they know, they got pictures of it, dude. They showed you a picture and said that's what it was. There's no goddamn proof the fucking thing exists. Find me some actual fuck proof. This was the biggest, most disgusting, despicable, psychological terrorist attack in human fuck history. Fuck. It was evil, and if anyone extra died, it was caused by the scam, by the panic, by people wearing the fucking thing on their face that caused bacterial infections, that by the stress, by staying inside, not getting sunlight to create vitamin D. The fucking evil, absolute evil. I can't believe people fell for this shit. They showed us video of people dead in the street. There was no one dead in the fuck street. Son of a bitch. Paramedics says set off NPS, keep everyone in the dark, the world will panic. Yeah. People don't know what the fuck's going on. Last thing they saw on TV, government saying UFOs. The aliens are here. They've been gutting cattle for years for some damn reason. How's the weather? More panic into people, yes. Yeah. This is so much bullshit. This goddamn hearing was bullshit. And they're saying, well, they won't answer certain questions. They're like, well, we'll do that in the classified. Well, there shouldn't be any fuck classified, you lying fucking turd piece of shit. Scum. Absolute evil fucks. Mark Doma says, same here. If you had a heart attack, car wreck, but tested positive for the vid, did it. Yeah. They were a fucking lie. It was a goddamn lie. Look closer. Son of a bitch. Watch Pat show. Good one. Yeah, Mr. Lee. It were dark water. You damn fucking scumbag. You guys stop fucking coming around us. Stop trolling. Like, I wasn't talking about you, but you fuckers showed up in the goddamn chat and y'all pull your shit. Stay the fuck away from us. I'm not in your goddamn chat. Dark Waters, DDoS, Vault of Nightmares, all you fucking lying scum. Stay the fuck out of our chats and maybe we won't talk as much about you. You're going to come up from time to time because you're on the bullshit end of the cryptid online community. And that's where you will fester forever. People know too fucking bad, dude. And you're going to get called out from time to time for your bullshit. Stop fucking lying. How about that? Tell the fucking truth. I thought it was too, but every so often it reels. I mean, it's never really over until they are no longer online spreading bullshit, because people stop following them. We must keep the pressure on. It's like telling people, look, these fuckers are full of shit. And they're fucking threatening people. I still got the screenshots. It was veiled threats, but they were threats. I still got those screenshots. It's immortalized and backed up, motherfuckers. So, if I ever die, they're going to be looking for suspects. They're going to be like, well, this was a suspicious death. This may have been a murder. Well, what we got here? We got some death threats. We got some threats from these fucks. Yes, we do. trying to act like it was something else. Matt Reed, welcome. Donald Fuller, welcome. Thanks for coming. Putin's mama tried the work. The work was invented by Irish. I'm not sure. I think I'm deciphering that. You saying the word was invented by him? Take a breath. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe I need some air. There's some fucking douchebags out there. Sue says, Scotty, still a lot of flooding throughout the beautiful country. Yep. Yep. Warm evening. Hope you're well. As you can tell, it kind of cooled down around here. So, yeah. Calm down, my friend. Jesus Louise, we get it. Fucking, I know, man. I know, Sandra. I know. Get a boat. Horrible man, that dude dark. He fucking is, man. Neon says, let him have it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sick of these douchebags, man. Sick of these douchebags. Let's leave me grief. Getting nothing up here. We're going to need a bigger boat. Yeah. Yeah. Daily Dan says greetings from South Carolina. Greetings. Yeah, be careful. Scotty says, thanks, Mark. I creaked through my backyard. Welcome to the chat. Putin's mama tried. Bigger boat, yeah. Need a bigger boat. Central Florida says, keep it down. I'm trying to edit here. Sorry, Matt. Putin's Irish had to create the word to describe what the English were doing to. Oh, gotcha. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard, big. Yeah. I got your email. And I saw you talk about it elsewhere, of course. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just not it's not, if you're interested in people, if you want to follow people who are actually interested in finding the truth, Bigfoot Odyssey is not the fuck it. It's just not. And, the fact that they feel like they have to silence you, or take away your ranch, and I guess they didn't ban you totally, did they? But but you had that little banning incident over at what's the nuts over there? Another bullshit channel. Nice Guys. Tex seems like a nice guy, but there's a lot of bullshit on that channel. It's not the place you go to find out the truth. It's a place you go to fulfill your fantasy, your dogman fantasy, or whatever, your fantasies. I'm not, fuck the fantasies. I'm not interested in the fantasies. I want to know what the truth is about these things. I would love to go out and do some investigation, but the problem is it's cost. It's time and money. How much time and money can you justify to put into something that's probably going to bear zero fruit and no returns? And you know what I mean? It's just the guy, like in the movie Harry and the Hendersons, he was trying to advise him. He's like, dude, don't waste your life looking for these things. He was fucking right. Now, because it's a goddamn movie, there was a Bigfoot standing there. But we all know that's not going to be the reality. Like 99.999% of people are never going to find the damn thing. And then if you do, then what? You wasted a ton of your life and a ton of your money trying to find it. So it needs to be a balance. Like if I'm out and piddling around, I'll keep an eye out for Bigfoot. But unless it's a paying job, I'm not going to spend a ton of time trying to find Bigfoot in the woods. You know, if I'm in the woods, I'll keep an eye out. But, you know, I can't spend thousands of dollars on equipment that because that's what's really going to take to find actual proof. So, you know, now some people can probably justify that, but I certainly can't. But I still want to know what the truth is, and I'm sick of people lying. You have to head out. See you later, man. Words of wisdom. Have a good one, fella. Scotty says that's what makes you the best. Now, May read. I am never going to keep up with the chat. I tell you what. Stick with the people looking for the truth. Yes. Secret channel name. Yeah, he got his wrench taken away. Lured me here with this fancy outfit. Let's see here. Don't need those fakes anyway. Mr. Lee says neon. Yeah. Uncle Bones, welcome. I see you again. Never saw you cause any problems. I know that you like that show, Mr. Lee. Yeah, you know, you asked the wrong question. You're not allowed to question. Once you're not allowed to question, you know you're in Nazi town. You know they're trying to push a particular narrative, or their primary interest is in keeping viewers interested by continuing to have guests. So they don't want to upset a guest. They don't want potential future guests to see, oh shit, they're going to let the chat rip me apart. I can't go on that show. Well, then the show suffers. Well, then now you got a show that's more worried about perpetuating itself instead of bringing the truth of the subject. So, Mr. Lee, I don't know how you can say that. Wretched, the word wretched comes to mind. Closer to the Sasquatch question, maybe he is, hopefully. It seems most encounters are total accidents. People are not even looking for them. Yeah. I think on occasion that's what happens. Had Dark Waters on the show for patrons only. Yep. He had freaking Dark Waters on the show. I mean, does anybody need to see anything else? Or I mean, seriously, come to Tampa, Lockbeard. I have plenty of gear for you. Well, Tampa's a long way away. This is for release of chapter 1. Good day, Mr. Lee. I know you do. Matt says Donald finally have a good spot if they exist. It there, I promise. Working on 2 now. Hope they have it out this weekend. Scotty says you were awesome on Nikki's yesterday, Uncle Bones. Yep. Kick you while you're down. Yep. It's a cult when you can't question. Absolutely. Do not question the prophets. One leg. Have a long leg. He might. It might be his third leg. You really want him to kick you with it? Just wanted to pop his support. Say hello. Really have to get back to it. Loved all you. Thanks for dropping in, Matt. Thanks. See you later. Nick and Joe are amazing, and so are you, old boy. He's talking to Uncle Bones. who was on their show last night. I had fallen asleep and I was like, started to wake up. I was like, what the hell? Oh, fuck, it's Nikki and Joe. Holy shit. I don't know why YouTube's doing different, like, usually when I fall asleep, whatever video's on, it just stops. Lately, for quite a while now, it's just where it just stops. Before, it would just autoplay something new, and now it's autoplaying something new again. And I don't know if I changed that somehow and didn't realize, or YouTube changed something, but that's what's been happening. So then the damn thing ends up playing all night long if I don't wake up and turn it off. But yeah. Well, anyway, the hearing. Let's go through this article. New York Post article. Kyle Smith is the author. I like his take. His take about covers it, or a lot of it anyway. He says Congress takes all the fun out of UFOs. I smell a cover up. Yep, they did take all the fun out of it. That's Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence Scott Bray. He's not my primary target tonight, though. So we'll just keep on. He writes, UFO sightings were a fringe thing in the 60s, a fun mainstream pursuit in the 70s. A friend of mine staged one with a frisbee and a camera that produced a suitably grainy black and white image that could have been used on In Search of, and probably was, and took a regrettable detour into an obsession with alien body cavity exploration techniques in the 80s. At the moment when the public decided aliens from the Fleetgort star system probably didn't travel 11 million miles to rummage around the bodily orifices of National Enquirer readers, the UFO industry went the way of the Star Trek convention and became a laughing stock. Those among us who still cared in the 90s continued to get information from a documentary called The X-Files. But otherwise, things were pretty quiet on the spaceman beat. On Tuesday, Congress held a hearing on UFOs, now known as unexplained aerial phenomena, so people won't giggle as much. For the first time in 50 years. Finally, a stimulus package for the imagination, and one that didn't cost anything much. In opening statements, Congressman assured us, get out of here, that this is a really serious subject, y'all, and there was to be no joking around, nor was anyone to call anyone crazy. Although there was some joking around, I think it was strategic, by the way. I think they did have to throw in a little bit of the planting the seeds of ridicule of the subject. They still want there to be some ridicule of the subject, I think. Anyway, to go on, he says, then Adam Schiff ripped off his fake humanoid skull and revealed that he actually has the head of a neon glowing extraterrestrial salamander. But since this was not surprising, it wasn't reported. Don't bother checking in news sites for coverage. They're all in on the cover-up. Plus, Anderson Cooper is an actual Klingon. Yeah, Mr. Schiff, you freaking turd, you. Let's get to the rest of the... We've all seen that video, I'm sure, by now. For too long, the stigma associated with UAPs has gotten in the way of intelligence, noted Andre Carson. Pilots avoided reporting and were laughed at when they did. DoD officials relegated the issue to the back room or swept it under the rug entirely, fearful of a skeptical national security community. So let's get things out in the open. But the good stuff is classified. It's important for the public to know, said Carson, that classification exists for national security, not to hide the truth. What kind of dipshit? It is hiding the truth. Classification, that's the definition of classifying stuff, is hiding the truth. Fucking turd. Anyway, he says, yeah, right, Roswell. We learned that up to 400 UAP were reported to national intelligence between 2004 and 2021, and 80% of them were recorded on more than one instrument. On 11 occasions, military planes have had near misses with these objects. As Bray explained, near miss kind of sounds like you can't meet my girlfriend. She lives in Canada. Where's the hard evidence? When some of these things have crashed by now, if only by malfunction or battery exhaustion, sure. But if anything that was still unidentified and unexplained when it was lying on the ground was ever discovered, we all know it goes straight into the giant warehouse where they keep the Lost Ark. And if you guys watch this, they asked him, the dude said, no, we do not have anything that appears to be not from Earth. They have no records that, according to them, no records that's not from Earth. He says they'll never tell us what they know. And because everyone is in on it, no one will ask senior intelligence officials tough questions like why so many aliens did prostate exams on all those hillbillies in the 1980s. Just to make things extra boring, and Earthbound Congressman Darren LaHood. This is the big asshole of the night, Darren LaHood. Badgered Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence Ron Moultrie about disinformation and asked why there weren't legal consequences for spreading lies about what's in the skies. He might as well have asked ET what he thinks of the filibuster. The whole point of this stuff is fantasy. UFOs are only fun to think about if they promise a link to another planet, or if you like, an escape from this one. If it's all just drones being run by the Chinese, the Russians, that weird physics students with the home style haircut, UFOs aren't fun anymore. They're just one more once promising technological breakthrough that someone is using to get rich from spying on us. Among UAP, there is a lot of clutter, mylar balloons, and air trash, according to Bray. If you watched, you saw him say that load of bullshit. The truth is out there, and it's garbage. A fair summation of our error. But if we wanted to hear all about buzzing drones in Washington, all we'd have to do is tune in to the next Chuck Schumer press conference. Yep. Good article. Man, this chat is really wonky tonight, so I can't see shit. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find where I'm at in chat, but it's all acting funny. All right, there we are. Mr. Lee says that Vault guy is a big douchebag, lying all the time. I don't believe a word he says neither. Putin's mama tried says the hearing was disappointing and shallow. Yep. Mr. Lee says dogman cams do what they do they get money for that? Not sure exactly what the financial circumstances are there. Donald says, Lockbeard, on the bottom of the YouTube screen is there a slice for autoplay. Yeah, I thought there was a setting, but maybe I accidentally tripped it one time or something. I mean, I don't know that I really care one way or the other. Putin's mama tried. Gallagher was my favorite at the hearing. Paramedic says, "Hey uncle, I need your autograph. Didn't know you played the Snow Beast in that film." Putin's mama tries, says getting the government to admit it is alien is like pulling teeth. Well, I mean, I'm about to throw you curveball though. I don't think it's alien at all. I think the government damn well knows that there was a previous advanced human civilization on Earth. Human. And that this stuff is all human. It come from a previous, and it's all buried in the ground. It's, there's sites everywhere. They don't want people looking for it though. And once you understand where you need to look, a lot of where you need to look is about 400 feet below sea level. Because, out up to 400 feet, 50 to 400. Anything shallower than 50 foot, people might have found already by now. It's kind of shallow, but 50 to 400 is stuff is where the real stuff is going to be at, because that's where the majority of civilization would have been at the time, because that's how low the sea level was, and they got that's the source of the worldwide. Every religion has a flood story. That's where it come from. There was a flood, except it was a 400-foot rise in sea level that stayed that way, didn't go away, and didn't cover all the land on the planet. Although a lot of land was temporarily covered in water because of the vaporization of glaciers when the freaking asteroid hit. Not the dinosaur asteroid, the Younger Dryas impact about 12,800 years ago. And supposedly there was a second impact. Anyway, that civilization left behind technology, I think. Well, they had to have. To do the shit that the evidence that we have seen, to be able to do the shit they did, they had to be more advanced than we are in certain areas of science. So the government has recovered some of this technology, and they're doing everything they can to prevent us from knowing that they got it and knowing that it even exists. But assholes, I know. Can't prove it 100% or at all, but I know. And a lot of people out there know. You guys are hiding some shit. You got some advanced tech that was not created by our civilization. You got some advanced tech that was, but you also have some shit that you found. And you don't want us to know you got it. Government scumbag turds. Pine Island Research is here. Welcome. Scotty says, aren't they pushing the UFO agenda in the media? Shift's 100% phony. I hate that pencil neck. Yeah. Has the brains of a doorknob. Says Ernie. Shift does. Mr. Lee says military planes have had near misses with these things. Oh my God. Well, they might have felt it was a near miss. The thing was probably just flying across their bow just to fuck with them. But again, if the government has acquired some of this technology, that could have been our people using acquired technology to fuck with men who pilots who are not read in. They don't know. When they see that, they're like, all they can do is describe what they saw, and they're like, well, I never seen anything like that. It must be aliens, So they honestly don't know that it's probably not aliens. Aliens is couple levels down the list for me. When someone sees a UFO or UAP or whatever the fuck you want to call it, there's a couple of things that come before aliens. Either it's an advanced race of humans left over, they're still around, right? The entire civilization didn't die out, and they're still around. They just stay out of sight, and they're wherever they are. or it's our own government. Those two things are far more likely than aliens flying around our planet just fucking with people and cutting up freaking cows and giving people anal exams. It's just no. David Dan says, "Greens, Jeff. What's your opinion on alien rainbow dragons from planet Trans, as seen on Paranormal Highway?" Fucking turd. Yeah. Anita, welcome. Insulting a lot of good doorknobs. Mr. Lee says, "The aliens are already here. The queen is one. Telling you, reptilian." Ah, man, I still haven't seen any proof of this reptilian stuff. And I think the reptilian stuff debunks itself pretty much. Needs to be at the next hearing. Yeah, but he's a hack scientist himself. I mean, he's smart and all, but he's got some shit wrong. Why is this chat acting so wonky? Really? Yeah. No, man, I don't think it's aliens, Mr. Lee. Billy used to be hearing his worst on the shelf. Yeah. You'll get some proof. Yeah, but you don't know that that's aliens. It could be government. It could be another human civilization that's just way more advanced to us. They're so much more advanced that they can easily stay out of sight. Scotty says, "Okay, mate. Wow, she's like 116, still kicking." He has a big brain, common sense. Well, only to some extent. Scotty says, "Over 1,000 years old." She's not that old. She's old, but back for a second. Better evidence you don't use the doorknob, kick the door in. Practices crying in the mirrors. Putin's Mama Try says, "The hearing was proof to me that they are looking for reasons not to believe in alien life and want us to give up pushing." Well, I don't know. I don't know if I got that. I mean, they obviously don't want to admit. But think about this. People are looking at it thinking, see, they're trying like hell not to admit it could be from another planet. They want you to think that they're trying to keep you from knowing that it's aliens, right? They want you to think that this is what they want. If I'm right, and the real source of this advanced technology that they have acquired comes not from aliens, but from our own planet, from a race of people and a civilization that was more advanced than ours 13,000 years ago. And they may still exist. I think that it's extremely possible that the remainder of that civilization does exist. They stay out of sight. Their technology is way beyond ours. We've acquired some just because some was buried and left at sites after the cataclysm. But and this is, I'm not talking about the magical story or none of the religious stuff. It's an actual evidence documents the Younger Dryas impact. It happened. And a major civilization went down. So they don't want us to. They're trying to, by making you think that they're trying to keep you from knowing that it's aliens. They have successfully misdirected you from the real source of the technology, if I'm right, which is, like I said, humans. It's from humans. Hopefully, the next hearing will be deeper. I mean, people like people people watch too much science. Like, I love science fiction. I watch science fiction all the time. But you know, that's probably another level of programming. Like, everybody's like, oh, aliens are coming. Aliens are always going to come. They're going to have all kinds of cool reasons to come here. Except that's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Most of the reasons that you can dream up can be torn down. T-shirt. Is only Navy dealing with it? Fucking those CIA motherfuckers up in there. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Thank you. M. Schiff is the worst metrosexual they could have chosen to be in a room. At a hearing, no common sense. Arma, your missies. Don't trust them all. Apparently, I have no more intelligence than a garden pea. What? Chris Mellon? No, they weren't going to bring him. The older the ruins you study, the better the tech and know how to make it. Yeah. Yeah. To make it less. Yeah. Something. There was a great fall in civilization. Putin's mama says Richard Olin should be at the UFO hearings. Big brains needed. I'm trying to catch up in the chat here, but Scotty says, fuck them horses the rode in on. Putin's only tried says the prick at the hearing lied and claimed not to know about the Montana missiles that had been deactivated. But yeah, that should be. Everyone knows about it. Yeah, it's just this is just show misdirection, distraction. Well, you might there's enough there's enough information out. If you just keep digging and don't get stuck on a particular target. Hey, it'd be real cool if aliens had been here, but I haven't seen shit for evidence that aliens have been here. And then also, you just like logically, why would they come here? What would they need here? There's no resources on Earth that can't be found anywhere else in the fucking universe. So the whole idea that they would need to come here for resources is a complete nonsense and laughable joke. You know, the fucking stitching bullshit. Oh, they needed humans to mine gold. Dude, gold is at its smallest concentration on the surface of the planet. The most inefficient way to get gold would be to go and enslave a bunch of ground apes on Earth and have them mine gold from the surface of the planet. The best way to get it is to go find some chunk of a planetary core floating around in the cosmos somewhere. Some planet that got smashed into smithereens, and a chunk of its core, which is going to have all the highest density materials in it, including gold, and just grab that, and you'll have more gold. You know, in a probably a semi load of that core than humanity has ever found. You know, I'm probably off on that estimate, but you know what I'm saying. Sitchin's story was so goddamn stupid. Scotty says once they admit they have no control over aerial phenomenon, they potentially lose control of civilization. I kind of wonder if they want us to think that this is something. I mean, that's what they're telling us. They want us to think that they don't know what this is. You know, I think they want to stage an alien attack. I mean, they don't want us to know that they know what this is. So, I mean, that's what they're telling us, right? They're admitting that they have no control over it. But I think some of it they do. I think that they're covering. There's two different lies going on here. One, is we have some crazy ass technology that we found, and two, there's some people out there using some crazy ass technology too. Now, which ones are which, I don't know, but I think the more advanced shit's probably them. The other people want the truth. Mr. Lee, you can't handle the truth. Donald says, I got one back on them price thieves at McDonald's today. Ordered 20 pieces and they gave me two. Ordered one 20 piece, they gave you two. Did you check your receipt? Well, for one, what are you doing eating at McDonald's? Now, that being said, occasionally I wander over to McDonald's, and almost every time they fuck up the order. I mean, $15 an hour. I mean, you can at least get the order right. For not contacting humans, we need work. Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. They would not want to be here. It had nothing to do with us. Like nothing. Like if you evolved on another planet, there is not going to be anything on this planet that you can fucking eat. People think they're coming here to experiment on us and crossbreed with us. Dude, we're not even close enough related to a gorilla to procreate. What makes you think an alien from another goddamn planet can crossbreed with us? So people are telling that whole story. There are no damn aliens coming here to breed with us. That's ridiculously stupid shit. Ridiculously stupid shit. And there's just no reason for them to come here other than scientific study, perhaps. And if you're doing that, you're going to do it's just like Star Trek, right? You're not supposed to be seen. You have the prime directive, don't interfere. Of course, if you watch Star Trek every so often, somebody fuck it up, and cause problems because when you're studying a primitive culture, you're not supposed to be seen. And if they can travel across the cosmos to get here, you better believe they got some technology that would allow them to do it. And they're not going to fuck up like they did in Star Trek all the time. Hell, they probably watch Star Trek as a training video. Or this is how you don't fuck up when we're studying the humans. But no, they're not coming here to anal probe us and crossbreed with us and make us mine gold. All this stupid, ridiculous bullshit is just nonsense. Daily Dan says, initially, you can't handle the truth. Yep, somebody got to it. Scored 20 nuggets. Don't eat that rubbish. Yeah. Can't handle anything. That wasn't chicken. Yeah, look, what they do is they make little like sponges, like your kitchen sponge you scrub pots and pans with. They make little ones, and then they squirt some chicken flavor chemicals on there, and then they bread it and deep fry it. That's what that fucking thing is. It's like a little piece of foam rubber. It don't have anywhere near the consistency of real chicken. Mr. Lee, being on that road all day is something quick. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta get something. A couple of those nuggets. Daily Dan says, yeah, Mr. Lee, that's what Boy George said to your from the same place. Right. He's on light years travel. Flora, little cow's blood is worth it to the reptilians. Yeah, except no one's ever proven this reptilian nonsense either. Like how it don't even make any damn sense. Like, oh, you mean to tell me that there is a lizard that happens to be shaped exactly like a human, so they can put some fake skin on them, like it's the TV show V? See, that's where that probably came from. I bet if we looked for the oldest account of reptilians or claim of these reptilians, I bet it was after the TV show V. People watched that show and they started making shit up, or their imagination was running crazy with them. They like, see, and people said that too, but it's bullshit. Dude, there's water floating around everywhere. They can get water somewhere else. There's no reason to come to a planet where the water is completely infected with potentially toxic agents and pathogens. You know, it's better to go get it off of some ice cap of some lifeless planet. Like, there's no reason to come and still, like, I know that's been a subject in sci-fi, but sci-fi is fucking retarded. They they got to come up with some pretty ridiculous excuses for aliens that, oh, they want our planet. I mean, look at Transformers. Boy, they bent over the fuck backwards to make our planet interesting to some gigantic fucking robots who and they had to bend over even further backwards to make it to where the robots gave half a shit about that douchebag Shia LaBeouf. I mean, what was his name in the show? Sam. Why should they give a shit about this little freaking, you know? No, it was the writing. It was cool visuals, and that's all it was. The writing was shit. But yeah, there's no reason to think aliens would want our water. Mr. Lee says, Dan, I went to his house once, no lie, and he asked me if I wanted a picture with him. I said no. They've already started mentioning it on Australian media. Mentioning what? The Szechuan sauce makes anything taste better. Hope the good aliens. Hopefully there's some good ones out there in case there are bad ones. Slightly, some of the aliens could be. There's no reason to think that they could be slightly related to us. No, absolutely not. They evolved on a completely different planet, so they are less related to us than a slug or a freaking turtle or an insect. Everything on this planet is more closely related to us than something that's from another planet. There's no reason to think that. Anita says chicken nuggets taste good, but my tummy can't deal with fast food. Lips and assholes, yep. Sweet and sour sauce. The dum-dums in our government are on the wrong page. I think they know exactly what the truth is, and they're just trying to misdirect everybody. So people think, well, they're stupid, but no, they know they know what the truth is. Mr. Lee says, I took a girl out once and she wanted to go to McDonald's and never saw her again. Way to go, Mr. Lee. Cramp up. The chubby ginger who the fuck wants to make babies with me? Cheese Freak says, how did that come up? There ain't nothing wrong with chubby gingers, Cheese Freak. And he says, about the same for me, Angie. Better be fast food, so it's all good. But someone's playing him. Yeah. Back of the chicken. It's the one thing on the back of the chicken. It's a chicken McBooty. Oh man, now everybody's gonna be hungry. It's a good thing I got. It's cooled down, so I went ahead. I don't like running the crock pot in here when it's hot out. So it cooled down. So I threw some corned beef in there, so it ought to be ready to eat by 10 my time. The aliens over KFC. I'm skimming hard. Mr. Lee's laughing out loud. I don't know what app because I'm so far behind. Like 4 minutes behind you guys, I think. Ruthless is here. Welcome. Putin says the Catholics know aliens are around. Well, again, I'd like to see one piece of actual evidence for that. I haven't seen shit. People don't know that what they're seeing. If the accounts are real, they don't know that that's an alien. They don't know that. They have no proof it's from the planet. Where's the DNA? If it breeds with humans, that is not an alien. That is a human. And I've talked about that before. Like these small gray looking, but they're humanoid shaped. They're human. They look like a little human. It's a Chihuahua version of a human, if that's real. And it's breeding with humans, that even doubles up on it, right? It proves that they are a race of humans, not aliens. Aliens are not going to be shaped pretty much just like a human, only just little bulbous head and bigger eyes, very minimal differences. That's our first alien is going to look almost exactly like us in the grand scheme of things. When we got shit on our planet that has 8 legs and suckers on its tentacles and shit that's got 6 legs and compound eyes and flies, and this is the first alien we meet, looks almost exactly like us. No, bullshit. I call bullshit. Kittens. Ruthless says, "Oh, this dumb shit. We were some hybrid created by HM is retarded." Yeah, it is. It is. They did not want to talk to you. Dan, I saw that alien creature you video. What the fuck was that? Putin's. Oh shit! Why is the chat? Well, the chat's moving really fast. I'm trying to catch up so I can go on to the next thing. Billion HD smartphone cams, clear pics of big feet. Yeah, that's a whole nother subject. Personally, bet not open till 10. Uncle Bone's got a nice forehead. Yeah, who do they compare him to? Jeff. They were comparing him to Jeff. But what about Steenberg? He gives us the most forehead of all. Did a Bigfoot drunk sober. There's Joe. Joe says it was hotter than Satan's scrotum here today. I saw your post about on Facebook about people asking that ridiculous question of atheists. I've had people ask some of the ridiculous, like they imply that atheist equals immoral, and I'm like I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because you said something in that post similar to what I usually say, and I usually say something along the lines of an atheist does not require promise of reward nor fear of hellfire to be moral. We just be moral because, right? And because we require no bribery or threats to be moral, that to me means that atheist morality is superior. Mr. Lee, I'm trying. You guys stop talking. I'm trying. But I guess you definitely, especially in it. Putin's Moss is an open 5-gallon bucket cheap malt. Maybe. This chat's not cooperating with me either. It is jumpy. It is spastic. It whites out. DNA evidence proves that's wrong. Also, morphological analysis of it's just not true. She's not a reptile, Mr. Lee. Lots of chems and corned beef process. Well, yeah, but I like corned beef. It's better than eating rice. Yep, we like chubby gingers. Spider monkey. Well, put which shit in people's head. I don't believe Satan anymore. I do believe that scrub hot. Say all the fire brimstone. I must have skipped Hugh somewhere, but I see. Welcome, Hugh. Welcome. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard brown dwarf video is what I'm seeing. I think it's a spaceship, exactly what I'm seeing most nights, man. Brown dwarf channel. Try to keep dirty red wine next time. You corned beef cook works a charm with flavor. Oh, dude, I don't need any help with my corned beef flavor, though. I like it. It'll like it the way it is. Don't trim the fat off of it. Don't trim the fucking fat. Eat that. Eat that shit. Putin's mama says prison bloodhounds and drones are the way to corner Bigfoot long enough to get hair samples. Yeah, but I don't think it'd be ethical to do. That's a problem. It'd be unethical. UFOs, browns, something. Some raw garlic yummers. I don't like. I like corned beef as it is. It's great. Foxes. Putin's mama says if bloodhounds can run down Cool Hand Luke, they can follow a big, hairy, smelly primate. I don't know about that. Maybe Lockbeard can play what? I missed something, I guess. Batman says you tried it with agnostic. It doesn't matter if you're Christian or non-Christian. You will either have morals or you don't. I was not raised with believing in hell, other than it was just a something. Shagging all last week. Fat is flavor. Take it from a chubby ginger. I bet you're flavorful. Who cares if a couple dogs bite the dust? This is a big deal. Huh? Thought at fiery hell I was still moral. Bone graveyard, so without I guess I got that conversation going. Oops. So I went back corned beef last week, super tender. Yeah, so it could have killed a whole lot of people, but I know better. Uncle Bones, just look after that meat suit, mate. Yeah, look after your meat suit. Very slow. So, somebody emailed me. She can say so if she likes in chat. That was her. That dark journalist covered this matter.
Michael Grove says it was a lame, nothing burger. Would you agree?
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. Leave it to the government to make UFOs boring.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. When you don't, it's like when Elizondo talks. You just, you talk round and round in circles, and people just get tired, and that's kind of the point.
It puts you in a daze, a trance.
Yes, exactly. It's meant to wear you down to a certain degree. There are little things in there that show what they're leading up to, though. And there's a very interesting conversation that takes place between Congressman LaHood and one of the main people that was featured here. It's some very unusual combinations of personalities going on. But LaHood is going back and forth and doing this questioning. And what he says is, well, what are you going to do? When somebody independently goes into this stuff and they get, these crazy stories out there, if they're an amateur, what are you going to do? And how can you deter them? And he starts raising the possibility and the specter that people who are reporting UFOs or doing their own research are subject to prosecution. So under that very tenet, shows like this and things that we do in our dark journalism could be subject to prosecution under the Homeland Security Biden UFO protocol. So think about what this circus is really all about. And then let's get real, everybody now. It's not a UFO invasion. It's a CIA invasion of the UFO file. That's totally different. So can we all get on board with that now? And can people who are in the field, like Dolan and Naps,
So, I mean, did you hear what he said? Like, if you watch the hearing, This douche nozzle right here, this despicable piece of shit, this scumbag, asshole, un-American, Darren LaHood, you are a piece of shit for even fucking suggesting that there should be legal repercussions for people talking about UFOs if they're not saying what you want them to say or the government's official narrative. Hey, I can bitch all day long about these douche nozzles in the cryptid community spreading a bunch of bullshit. But I have never the fuck suggested that there should be legal repercussions for it. That is fucking evil. That is un-American. That makes you a goddamn scumbag, Darren LaHood. Fuck you, you despicable piece of shit. Fuck. Now watch this shit.
Last question. Have our encounters with UAPs altered the development of either our offensive or defense capabilities or even our sensor capabilities?
We'd take that for the closed session.
You hear that? Fuck. There's a bunch of that. Oh, we're going to do that in a closed session. We'll talk about that in a closed session. See, they're hiding fucking information. Other motherfuckers said, oh, it's not about hiding the truth. Yes, it the fuck is. You're hiding the truth. But let's go on to fucking LaHood's bullshit. Here it is.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mr. LaHood.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and want to thank the witnesses for being here today. Obviously, this topic of UAPs has attracted a lot of interest in people that are curious about this hearing today. As we talk about, and I would say there's a lot of what I would call amateur interest groups that are involved in the UAP field. My question is, when there are unsubstantiated claims or manufactured claims of UAPs or kind of false information that's put out there, what are the consequences for people that are involved with that or groups that are involved with that?
So one of the concerns that we have is that there are a lot of individuals and groups that are putting information out there that that could be considered to be somewhat self-serving. We're trying to do what's in the best interest of, one, the Department of Defense, and two, what's in the best interest of the public, to ensure that we can put factual-based information back into the mainstream and back into the bloodstream.
Well, I don't give a fuck what more he has to say. You then put the information out there. People can listen to you and decide whether or not you're fucking lying or not. You douchebag too. But people should be allowed to talk. It's called freedom of expression. Fuck off, all you motherfuckers. Fucking. Let me put this douchebag back. This guy here, just for asking that question, douchebag of the night, ridiculous piece of shit, un-American scumbag. Holy shit, dude. Fuck off. Where was I? I killed what? What'd I kill? Joe says, with this quitting smoking, I'm going to gain so much weight. I will be a group all by my little old lonesome. Well, hopefully it don't happen. Austin Crust. Open jars of fish and stick bait, place high in trees for Bigfoot bait. I think Bigfoot's smart, man. Slow cook all day. Yeah. I usually give it about 5 hours. I get, I can fit about 7 pounds in that damn crock pot there, and give it about 5 hours, and then it'll sit back here till the next day, and then I'll reheat it. Just get it hot enough to get it reheated the next day so I can eat on it. And I don't have a refrigerator on board here, so I just reheat it each day until it's gone, and it's fine. Gets more tender all the time. I bet it's tough. Make them climb. And Jay's here. Welcome. Gonna have a busy summer. Yep. They're taking over this bitch. Ruthless Scotty, see if you can get whole bolar chunk yum. Cook those. Still talking food. What? What are you yelling at me for? Weight gain is easily lost. Do a lot more walking. I've heard that it helps with because your body's demanding oxygen, so it makes your body want to reject smoke more. 1980 fucking 4. Yep. Douche nozzle, yeah. It really, Phil? Yeah. Fucking hate this motherfucker. Is UFO, UAP cooler than UFO? They're just being government. They're just fucking as Lewis Black used to do this little maneuver right here. They're just fucking with shit. Tell us what you really feel about the guy. Hey, he's a fucking idiot. Fucking asshole, un-American scumbag. He can fuck all the way off. All the way. Must have been typing at the same time. Yeah. Did he say immature? Call him vet out of my shadow. Senator Lockbeard, you're going to cause yourself a heart attack. Son of, I think I don't know if I can have a heart attack. Sometimes I think my heart isn't pumping. I have to check. I'm like, am I dead? It does weird shit, so I don't know. I don't know if that thing functions right. If I did have a heart attack, my heart would probably do it fucking wrong. And he says, yeah. Great minds think alike. Lowrider says, Lockbeard, please stop holding back how you feel. We can take it. Fucking I'd be banned. If I said what I really think, probably be banned off YouTube. I probably just got labeled as this whole anything I've said about aliens, especially because if I'm right, and I think I'm fucking right, that these aliens are not aliens at all. They're actually a breed of humans, and this technology comes from that ancient civilization, not from goddamn aliens. Then I am at the top of their goddamn list for saying this shit, guaranteed. And they can fuck off because, yeah. Just tell it like it is instead of beating around the bush. Donald says, please don't make me do that again on your channel. What? What happened? May need a bodyguard? You need a bodyguard? Nikki says, Ruthless picture I thought what was the Hulk face from BO. Huh. Yeah, best Uncle Bones. Track lovers, not fighters. Hey, yep, and welcome to Mr. Haywood. Batmon says, Lockbeard, are you talking about the Vril? I don't know. I don't call them the Vril. Somebody may. Causes butt hurt for the babies. Yeah. Jen says, so we'll be seeing you on the other channel then. Very possible. I wouldn't be too surprised. But get Shadow back Tuesday. So you don't think that the Anunnaki? No. No. Because those are supposed to be an alien, and in the real, or like, well, they're what Mr. Lee's talking about, I think, is the reptilians. No, I'm not talking about reptilians or aliens of any kind. I'm talking about human beings. Humans. Straight up humans. And there was an ancient civilization that rose and fell, and I think the most likely explanation of the UFO, UAP phenomena, if it's actual craft, is not aliens. It's the leftovers from that ancient civilization. Hopefully that civilization survived somewhere in some form, and it is actually them. And I will be so glad to find it out if it's true. But if it isn't them, that means our government found the leftover technology, and that all these UFOs and all this crap has actually been our government. I think it's probably a mixture of the two. But those two things are far more likely to be what UFOs are than aliens. I mean, you gotta ask how much is a species willing to invest in going across, interstellar distances to look at a bunch of ground apes who seem intent on destroying our own habitat. What's the point? And then once they get here, they're going to be so, if they are able to make that trip, they're going to be so much more advanced than us that, there's nothing we could do to even see them and know they're here. It's a deep dive topic for sure. Which topic? The Vril? I can't get the Vril. I can't give it any validity though. Show me one piece of actual proof of that whole thing, that whole real thing. Where did it go to? Corned beef sandwiches. Oh, you can't put it on a sandwich. You gotta just eat the corned beef. Once you put it on bread, you done fucked it up. You can put some cheese on it, but you could like slice the corned beef and then put a slice of cheese in between that two slices of corned beef, and now that's a corned beef sandwich. You can have that. So, Mogs, is he here? I guess the last show, the one where I was on there, got deleted, and I can't remember the exact wording what Moog said he was told. I don't understand exactly why it got pulled. I thought it was probably pulled because of the things said about the funky COVIDina in 2020, and that the reason that Moog stated in chat didn't sound like that, because it's would be, they would have said medical misinformation. That's not what he said. So I don't know what the hell YouTube's problem was. Though the Vril are supposed to be reptilians, right? Batmom? The Vril lizards? Here we go. Vril, The Coming Race is a novel by Edward Leighton, published anonymously in 1871. It has also been published as Vril, The Power of the Coming Race. Some readers have believed the account of a superior subterranean master race and the energy form called Vril, at least in part. Some theosophists, notably, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, people see, look at this. It's a book from 1871, and people are believing it. This is how Scientology happens, folks. Mr. Lee, see, by believing in the reptilians, you have become kind of like Tom Cruise. Anunnaki. Yeah, fucking Anunnaki. Tom, it went against some standard, Mr. Lee. The ones that take over the body and mind. Something at the monster. No, it's just one video got taken down. That one says leftover residents from Atlantis. Yeah, I mean, well, Atlantis. I mean, it's a whole nother subject. If people want to know, like, what's the some of the most likely, like, it's just an ancient human city. It's an ancient human city. Apparently, it's in, there's a really strong indication that it's the Eye of the Sahara in Africa. Some of the best discussion on that has been over on the Bright Insight channel. Jimmy has he's really good at covering the ancient civilization stuff. He has actually been on Joe Rogan too. He finally got on Joe Rogan. And then Randall Carlson talks about a lot of the ancient civilization stuff, a lot of the evidence for that, and a lot of the evidence for the Younger Dryas impact, and so on and so forth. Anita says, I thought it was a good show, Mr. Lee. And the Randall Carlson, like, his channel is called The Randall Carlson. His podcast is called Cosmographia, but it's on the Randall Carlson channel. So if you want to kind of try to wrap your mind around, like, the real history of the human race, like, it's going to take some time. You know, it ain't 5 minutes of Googling. There's a lot of evidence to look at. Rutha says, what about the Draconians, the Palladians, the Galactic Federations, the PMSL? Yeah, it goes on and on. People want to believe these fantasies, so they'll bend over backwards to make it seem like it's true. Pulled over. One video got taken down, as far as I know. Jin Moog said it was totally gone. Yeah, just one video though. Anita, clarify, because I don't know for sure, but I went over and looked on his channel and saw that the video had been taken down. That live stream Friday or Thursday night had been taken down. So the channel was still there. I have no reason to think that his channel has been suspended. It looks like he just had a video taken down. So I think people are getting confused about that. His channel, as far as I know, has not been suspended. One video got taken down. That's all I know that has happened. We don't want the rumors could get crazy here. Vril is not reptilian. Well, then what is I don't know about the Vril, but I do know I'm going to try this stuff from my dispensary called Cherry Cake. So anyway, as far as I know, the Vril are the freaking reptilians, but Ruthless says, Lucky, you nailed it about the old TV miniseries V. Yeah. That's probably one of the big things. But that book, is from the 1800s, so we could have started earlier. For all we know, I don't know. I just don't see any. I just have no justification for going down that too far down that rabbit hole because I watched the old V series. So as soon as I saw people claiming reptilians, I'm like, you dipshits. You watched that show too. Now you want people to believe it's real. Like one of the funniest websites I ran across, it was like 2001, 2002. Came across this website, and this website was dedicated to convincing you that Jedis are real. Yes, Jedis are real. If you take the first two letters, J-E, and the second two letters, D-I, right? Let me. Wish I could put this up on the screen. But you had the J-E and the D-I. Well, the J-E in Jedi is the first two letters of Jesus. And the D-I is disciple. So Jedis are Jesus' disciples, according to this website. And they're real. There's real Jedis and they're Jesus' disciples. Fucking ridiculous shit. Single now, so he's not gone. Just a single show. Sci-fi book in the 1600s. Tom Cruise. Particular show written by woman. Fool, where's your proof with aliens not being aliens but an ancient human? Well, there's no proof one way or the other. That's the point. But what's more logical that because the structures are all over the world with megalithic buildings everywhere with precision that we would have a hard time pulling off today. Stones so big that some of these stones we can't lift. Those people had technology beyond ours to be able to build those structures. So we know there was a civilization. We know it. So under those circumstances, you rub some Occam's razor on it. And so what's the most likely explanation for these advanced craft flying around the planet? Is it more likely that civilization is still out there somewhere and they just stay out of sight? Or is it more likely that aliens found us interesting enough to come across interstellar distances, light years of distance, to come and anal probe us and chop up some cows? You know what I mean? It's far less likely that happened. It's far less likely that there's aliens involved. Now, people really want there to be aliens, but you know, you gotta. The alien claim is far more extraordinary than saying that it's probably ancient. The civilization of ancient humans still exists, or they left behind technology that our government has taken. So, helicopters, what? Nikki says, I'm sure he got the show deleted because there was a spy in the chat that night and he went and flagged the show a shit ton to get it taken down. Yeah, we Dark Water's bullshit. Fucking Dark Sewage and all that crew. Vault of Night Sweats. Dipshits. Doesn't matter what reason, just number of hits. Can't you just see Mr. Lee jumping in the back of Oprah's couch? Spaceship, dude. Well, maybe. This damn chat, man. It's really hard to keep up because of the Vault can threaten people, play with action as pistol same time, and he doesn't get flagged. Did he do that on camera, Donald? With the pistol? Not for me. I keep telling him. He controls matter, energy, space, and time. There were 3 total. Cowardly bitches. Yeah. I'm surprised they ain't showed up here yet. Cunts. I just checked, and his channel is there. And Thursday show is gone. Yeah, that's all. Just the show gone. Connor was a little shit, and Bella was a prima donna. Mr. Lee says, Ruthless, I asked Tom Cruise if he knew you. He had no idea who you were. My mom says, it has nothing to do with Corona. I was talking about Corona on Nikki's show. There was only one commonality in that show. You all seem to be missing the bigger picture here. So you're saying he just got flagged in the video, the show got flagged into oblivion. So where's Mid-South? I mean, I wonder if Mid-South came on here and told the story about his channel getting destroyed by the fucking dark sewage crew. If they would try to flag this video into oblivion too. Jedi's are real, yeah. Actually, train Upper and Doc Hopes. What did Mark Laundry bring up in Moke Show? Don't trust him. What is there we go. I don't know what's wrong. The functionality of this thing is just messing with me here. It's all messed up. Jason, that was Bible Thumpers on Moke Show now. I guess we all got to be Bible Thumpers. No, you don't got to be a Bible Thumper. Rizla says, Mr. Lee, seems like you may have mesmerized mates. Buildings everywhere now. Batman says she's freaked. He brought up what they did to his channel and show was exactly what happened to Moog Show. 3 cowards came in, starting trouble. 2 of those are subscribers to Dark. The other one, yeah, basically. Joe says, I may not be a Jedi, but I got a laser pistol that goes pew, pew, pew. Must have tuned out before Lon dropped the bomb. Discernment. It's a fake name for one that was personally charged. Douche nozzles. Yep. A lot of douche nozzles out there. Chakras bullshit. Well, you know, I kind of wondered. Well, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of third eye and chakras and all that stuff. We'll say that for another time. More like vault of bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking that dude. Fucking all you douchebags. Like vault of bullshit. Dark sewage, DOS. You guys come in our chats, you're just causing us to want to address you further. You know, you might get a video taken down, like you did that to fucking Mogs, man. Like Mogs is like the nicest guy in all this. Like he tries to keep things as chill and he kind of keeps things a little neutral. Like he ain't like me. He's like looking for to you know, I'm turning over rocks like we said last night, or poking the bear. You know, we're trying to deal with the people out there spreading bullshit. Mogs isn't really trying to stir that mess. He's just chilling, hanging out, talking, and you guys got his show taken down. Ain't that fucked up? That is fucked up. If you're gonna fuck with someone's show, come fuck with mine. Bring it, bitches. I mean, serious. I mean, Moog's show. You got one of Moog's videos taken down. What kind of fucking douche nozzles are you? Dirty ones, that's for sure. I'm gonna talk about loyal officers. Yes, he did. Lockbeard did what? I don't think I've ever laid eyes on one. And they've been looking for him, Mr. Lee. I'd rather just stay well away from him. Eartha says, Mr. Lee, it's nothing more than a real estate empire. Yeah. Stop saying my name. Pew. Laypew? Laypew? Don't look like it, Ruthless. Empty, no. People believe pineal gland is calcified with fluoride. That might be the truth. I mean, our the crap that we eat and drink is affecting us, and like fluoride, like we should not be consuming fluoride. You think about it in nature, was caveman looking at it's like, oh, we can't drink out of this creek. There's no fluoride. They didn't know what the fuck fluoride was. Why the fuck are we adding fluoride to our water? Why are we poisoning our water on purpose? No, I don't need no goddamn fluoride in my water. And fucking, I purposely buy toothpaste that doesn't have fluoride in it, and so on and so forth. And don't medicate me unless I'm fucking like seriously need, and it's something that's well tested. And continuous medication is never a good idea. You're like, oh, I'm taking this to prevent that. No. We just all need to hook up with Fox Mulder. Moog, says Mr. Lee. Is Moog here? It was his, I don't see him. Although my chat is just doing squirrely shit, so I don't know who the fuck's here. Rithos says, Mr. Lee, if you're interested, factoids about Scientology, you will. You drink tap water all day. What's going to happen? Well, maybe nothing will happen, but I don't believe it's healthy for you to drink rat poison all day, all the time. And then, of course, if you get bottled water, you don't know what that source is at. You don't know. It's probably coming out of someone's tap somewhere else. Toilet water, yeah. A lot of it's just dumped in the creek. It goes down. It gets pulled out into the municipal water supply. They treat it, but it's still sewage, and that's why you need to run a magnet to wipe it, just to make sure it don't got any negative shit in it. Well, that seems they're a good time. Joe says most guys who talk like they are a big deal are usually not. Those guys over there at VOB are no different. All bluster and BS. Yep. Much of bullshit. MTP. What's MTP? Mr. Tony Pants? Mr. Tiny Pants? I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Nikki says someone's community tab is interesting from yesterday. I wonder whose. I don't hardly ever look at people's community tabs. Don't really have time for all that, really, but Rutha says, Mr. Lee, yeah, it seems like it. So, try to find video. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find this video. gotta do. I seriously gotta do a filter. Seriously. Mr. Lee. Where was this video? What's the name of the video, Mr. Lee, on Brown Dwarf's channel? You're talking about orbs? The orbs one? Or, you're going to have to give me more information. Cheese Freak says, Mr. Lee, careful, you may turn your penile gland to stone. Before someone corrects me, the misspelling was intentional. Yep. Kind of figured. Santos Cruz being a small, what? SMOL? I don't know what that is. Donald says, I take rat poison every day to keep my clotting times at a certain level. Man. Warfarin. Make like a tree and leave. Well, thank you for coming, Ruthless. Got Orbs is the title of it. Let me see if I can find it. Got Orbs. It looks like one is like, you talking about the one. There's two different ones here. One of them looks like it's a normal YouTube video, and one of them looks like it's like on a cell phone. Which I hate these because it doesn't tell you how long it is. But the other one, it says it's 14 seconds long. Same as rat poison. Just give it a different name. Be good to each other. Oh, they're both the same. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Not much there to go off of, Mr. Lee. Did it pop up? Nope. Let's see if I can get it up there. Thought you guys could see it, but I guess you couldn't. Yeah, this is it's inconclusive. It ain't anything. I mean, I wouldn't get too. I don't find it to be too horribly of an exciting video. It could be. Who knows? I mean, it could be a satellite, could be a plane, could be a flare. And we, but he immediately calls it an orb. So, yeah. Make like a shepherd and get the flock out of here. The condos. It's like they're 1.5 now, baby aspirin. Ain't no sheep. I was on warfarin for a time and got switched to Eliquis. You should be able to see it now. This the last time I showed it. Shepherd, bro. Long time to be a bleeder. Yeah. And who knows what it is, Mr. Lee? It's just a light in the distance. This is the name. This one's called God Orbs, man. I don't know. That's what you said. Okay, so I mean, this is what we got. There's 2 videos called God Orbs. They look like they're the same video. That's what you. That's the name you gave me. Okay, this one says this is one of many clips of footage from something. So is that the one you're talking about? Because it looks like it looked like it was the same video at first, but in your racing hobby. Well, look at this other one, I guess. I just want to know why there's 2 moons in the sky. Explain that shit. Am I misinterpreting the images here? Sure looks like there's 2 moons in the sky. There's that 1 moon and 1 Death Star. Something ain't right here, Mr. Lee. Why is there 2 moons in the sky? Can you explain that shit to me? 2 moons. Why? So like a flare? Lens flare? Looks like there's 2 damn moons. Anyway, like, yeah, well, I mean, there's something moving there, what he's focusing on, but he calls it orbs, but like, what does that even mean, though? You know, how do we know that's anything weird? Yeah, Ted Donald says, yeah, it looks like a Chinese lantern on its last leg. Yeah, it totally could be. Somebody dropped a flare. Maybe it's a plane heading away, so it's gonna look like it's going down. But I don't know. It looks a little strange. I don't think it's that, but could be something falling out of orbit. It's just not. It's just not conclusive, though. I mean, interesting. It's slow. Like it was like what I saw, because what I saw, I was looking up at the sky, and there were stars everywhere, but there was a star that was stationary, and then all of a sudden it like shot off at such like at speeds that are just impossible. Well, obviously something was possibly able to move at that speed. Every other star in the sky stayed put, but whatever it was, it just looked like a point of light from from my perspective. And then, like any other star, except it suddenly shot off into the interstellar voids. I don't know what it was. Could be the result of a stroke. I had a minor stroke. You think this is a lens flare? Are you talking about the second moon there to the left? Yeah, it probably is. But that's quite a big, anomaly there. And then we're focusing on this tiny little dot that is really not conclusive in any way to be anything. But he titles it orb. That's kind of the thing you gotta be careful about. You take a video, and then you lead the audience to think it is what you say it is. You shouldn't do that. You should say, and now I guess if he's trying to. Okay, I get it. You gotta kind of tell people like, well, that might be interested in it. They're interested in orbs. They might think it's an orb. So you kind of got to put orb in the title. Yeah, but it's still kind of questionable to me to lead people down the train of thought that you want. Yeah, we all need better cameras. Like this thermal that I got, I showed it on briefly on Moogs. It's really low end, so the resolution isn't great, but you can at least get some thermal, like I took when I went to check out a bee tree today, and I used it on the tree. I wasn't expect anything because typically in a tree it's too thick for you to see the heat of a colony of bees on the outside. But what I could see, I was just hoping maybe there's a thin spot that'll kind of give me an idea, how high they're going. Who knows? But the entrance was really bright red, where the bees were regarding the entrance. But let me pull this other. But I mean, it just attaches to the phone like that. It's a pretty neat deal. but and it's not really high resolution, but it can at least give you, like, you're gonna see, human shapes in the woods. Yep. Let's do the rest of the show in thermal, shall we? If flat earthers say it's a reflection of the dome. Yeah. Joe says, just remember what Carlin said. All your shit is stuff and everybody else's shit is, or everyone else's stuff is shit. Hey, your shit is in the way of my stuff. Yeah, you gotta get a bigger house so you can get get more stuff. Mr. Lee says, Mr. Pat says drone is going to find Sasquatch. I don't reckon, man. No. It might help you pinpoint, like with this thing here. Like, if I could see some, Sasquatch shaped, human shaped things in the woods, and at least I know they're out there, and then maybe where they were at, so I know where I can go. A specific location, perhaps, where I can go look for footprints and other evidence. Freaking glasses, man. See, they block the heat. See, where's the... Oops, that's the button I need right there. Why isn't that thing working? There we go. Exactly. Yeah. Everybody else's stuff is shit. It won't be his. Officially, I would be surprised if that worked well. Luckily, you look like a floating head. Yeah, the beard. How am I freaking you out, man? Kind of terrifying. Uncle Bill says, Mr. Lee, on Expedition Bigfoot, they had 6 or 8 military-grade drones and got 2 heat signatures is all. Joe says, I hate it when I need to put my stuff down and someone's shit is in the way, and I don't want their shit touching my stuff. George Carlin, man, should have been president. Brian and Chewy, welcome. I feel like I just tuned into the Predator movie. LOL, great timing. Yeah. This is a cool little device, though. It's like, it's probably still out of some people's price range. I probably shouldn't have paid for it. But at least it wasn't no $1,000 model thing. So you can shift to... let me see here. Kind of hard to do this backwards, but got all these different modes. Anyway, it's a pretty cool little device. Little Seek thermal camera. Just attaches to your cell phone. Uncle Most can't believe they took down Moke's show with you on it. And maybe he can get it put back, because he can challenge that. He might be able to get it put back up. Probably deer, though. Life is a Flyways here, too. Welcome. So I thought I was watching DC movie. There were about Atomic Skull. Yeah. Yeah, Sucks was a great show. And hopefully he can get it put back up. Like challenge it and have them put it back up. A lot of times you can. So yeah, we got pretty much dick for no new information out of the UFO hearing. They're obviously not planning on telling us shit. But I think it's, we should all be alarmed by the suggestion that someone talking about UFOs and not saying the right narrative could face legal repercussions if this douche nozzle right here has his way. This douche nozzle right here. It's not even a clean douche nozzle. He's a dirty douche nozzle. Mr. Lee says, Mogs wants me to StreamYard with him. I'm terrified. Well, Mr. Lee, just jump on there and give the big British Bigfoot report. That's what we need from you. It's real short because there's no Bigfoot in Great Britain, right? Kind of like Florida and Georgia and New York. All the Bigfoot are in the Northwest and Oklahoma. And that's it. I'm just kidding, folks. Just kidding. Mr. Lee's probably got a Bigfoot just outside his door. Nice equipment there. Well, it won't show any great details. I mean, there's only so far you can see stuff, but who knows? Like, I went and looked at my beehives with it and stuff, and like I could see it was totally dark out there. I couldn't see them, but I could see that one of the hives was gathered at the entrance for some reason. So I think they were just hot. Lee from Ravens on one of those settings. Did I? Mr. Lee, that's why it's Mogs. Go for it. Yeah, Mr. Lee, just jump on there. Anita says, well, guys, everyone have a good night. Nice to see you all. Bye-bye. See you later, Anita. Thanks for coming. Uncle Bone says, Mr. Lee, if I can do it, you can too. Is he wanting to do a practice run? That is mighty kind of him. Mr. Lee, you could do the forehead thing too. You get a really good Thomas Steenberg angle on it, though. Right? We want to look almost directly at the top of your head. Good night. Good night. Shaking my boots, man. Don't shake in your boots. Good for scouting. I was hoping I might be able to scan. I haven't found any bee swarms that way. I was hoping I'd be able to kind of scan the wood line and maybe spot, bee swarms. But I haven't been so lucky as to find one yet. I need to get this bee operation going, and I need to make some damn profit somehow. But it takes a while to get it going, and the equipment's expensive, and it's just son of a bitch. One of those wrestling masks. Cowboy, one of those Mexican wrestling masks. Why are you terrified, Mr. Lee? You got to do the British Bigfoot report. To let everyone know, I got a shot today. My allergic reaction is over. I now have a normal face back. What were you allergic to? Joe says there's at least one Sasquatch in New York. Yeah, at least one. Oh, Jeff showing up in the last minutes. Welcome, Jeff. Knows you. You can do it, Mr. Lee. Tall ones. They're welcome. Well, we're getting ready to shut her down. Unless people can stir some shit up again. I was kind of hoping to attract the dark sewage crew just so I could just tell them, hey, stop fucking around. You guys are just bringing more attention. Do you want more attention? Getting Moog's show shut down like that, or his one live stream taken down. That's what it sounds like the situation was. It was the whole dark sewage crew. Got to find a cause. Yeah, you need to. Yeah. I mean, did you eat anything unusual? Because I found out that I can't eat raw sunflower seeds. I got them from the Amish one time. I thought, well, this ought to be good. They're raw, and it was like I don't know. It was almost like I had swallowed broken glass. It was very painful for a while, and then sometime later, that happened to me again, and I was like, "What the hell?" I remember this with the raw sunflower seeds, and that's how I realized that that in Walmart delis they sell this broccoli salad, and it has sunflower seeds in it, and they're raw. Like it didn't say it. Like I told them behind the counter, I said, "Look, you guys need to make sure this is labeled raw sunflower seeds because I can eat cooked sunflower, roasted, just fine. But if I eat raw sunflower seeds, it is very painful." So, and I assume that's some kind of allergy or something. I don't know. Let's hop and shoot the shit. Pine Island's thinking about doing a random live tonight. Auntie Brent's here. Auntie Brent. Research what time. Uncle Bones asked. My Wi-Fi sucks. I would love to come on the show, says Donald. Mr. Lee says, Lockbird, I want to know, is Ron Moorhead is lying? I don't know. I mean, we may not be lying entirely. Like he may actually believe his whole quantum Bigfoot stuff. Look, he just found an angle, and he's like, oh, I know what I could do. I could write a book called Quantum Bigfoot, and that's going to be cool, and people will buy the fucking thing. And you know how I feel about quantum physics. It's a bunch of bullshit. So, but just because the quantum physics interpretations of things is wrong doesn't mean the relationship between the phenomena is illegitimate, right? So I'm not going to blame Ron Moorhead for not knowing that quantum physics is loaded with problems. But I am going to blame him for obviously finding an angle and using it to sell a fucking book. He's not a quantum physicist. So why is he writing, did he I don't know. I didn't read the book. I don't want to read, like I see the shit like this. I have no interest in reading stupid shit. So maybe he consulted with some real quantum physicists and said, hey, can you explain your shit? But then you got the problem with the shit that they're trying to explain has not been confirmed to be truthful stories. See, we don't know that shit's real. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, man? Mr. Lee says, because if he is, everyone's saying they hear the samurai sounds, they're lying or what? Or someone told a story about samurai sounds and then other people wanted to jump on the bandwagon. That could be the real phenomena there, right? Is that we're just seeing people repeating the same shit. They want to be part of the party. Or maybe they heard the recordings and now they think they hear the recordings every time they go in the woods. Except I don't trust that a lot of people are able to discern one sound from another as well as they would have us think. You know, I've had too many people mistake the identity of animals and you know, they're like, this is what this well, do you know for a fact that's what that is? Well, yeah, I know for damn sure. And then, you know, you find out they were wrong. You know, if you have the opportunity to. Life is far away. Well, there appears to be more than one root cause. One is these new crispy fries they sell. The other is related to AC. Related to AC. I'm not sure. Like air conditioning? You can't handle air conditioning? Movie star. Nikki says, well, that was fun. I found a lot more shitheads to block. Yeah, send them over here. Them bitches, like, they come over here. Like, they've been in the chat here before trying to stir their bullshit, and they try to, they're fuck those guys. I just can't believe they found, you know, one person who was going to let their shit slide and got his video taken down. Because, like, he'll still talk to people, like, last I saw. I mean, he, like, Sean G's part of that whole goddamn mess. You know, and Mogs is still talking to him, but now, you know, I wonder if Mogs is going to feel so inclined to be as neutral in regards to those assholes after they've gotten his video taken down, if that's in fact what has happened here. Nothing fried in months. Also, my whole thing is about why can't it be repeated? Yeah. Fried bacon, eggs, good for you. He's probably talking about breaded fried stuff. It's probably the seed oils, man. Might be the seed oils. You've been researching. She's been researching. She'd be researching, man, all the time. Donald says, yeah. Donald, yeah. Says Mr. Lee. Nikki says, Uncle Buzz, yep. Every now and then I have to go back and see who is drinking the Kool-Aid. Anyone seen Sean's something the Sasquatch about? I miss his show, man. Yeah, I don't know if he's ever coming back. Egg, no issue. I will say today has been the best day. I have AC blowing directly on me. I get sick. Oh, well, don't sit right in front of the AC. Yeah. Well, if that might be, you might have your shit tested to see if there's mold in it, man. That might be it. I'm not really sure. That's what some people are saying happened. Like, I guess the dark sewage crew was all up in the chat and suppose they had a problem with what Mid-South was telling us about his former channel getting taken down because of them. I don't know. All I know is I don't put anything past those guys. You know, they've, you know, with their threats and their nonsense and so you know, I don't know. I mean, Mogs is probably going to be the only person that can really answer that. Probably had mold. Mogs got sent an email why the video came down. Yeah, he saw where he said that, but I'm not sure what it meant, what exactly it meant, but it's been suggested that the video, what happened was those guys didn't like what was being talked about concerning them, and so they did a mass. This is the claim that they did a mass reporting, and on that live stream, Mr. Lee says, "Lockbeard, why you think Bigfoot Odyssey sacked me then? I didn't say nothing bad. Well, no, I'm not saying you did, Mr. Lee. I don't think anyone here would say you did. You probably just asked a legitimate question, and Bigfoot Odyssey does not like legitimate questions. So, yeah, they took your wrench away, and they probably don't. They're probably already displeased with you hanging out over here." And Brunch with Bigfoot too. Yeah, because it's another bullshit channel, Mr. Lee. you just need to stop going to those bullshit channels. YouTube always sends you an email why your video was removed. Yeah. They've always sent me one. We took your video down. Medical misinformation or some bullshit. Scotch Cowboy says, because you are more popular than them, Mr. Lee. Sanders says, Mr. Lee, you said you didn't like Dark Waters, and that did it. Yeah, that's all you need to do. You cannot criticize a guest on Bigfoot Odyssey. You're probably lucky you didn't get blocked entirely. Are you sure you're not blocked? You could be shadow banned. If you go into their chat and nobody responds, you've been shadow banned. Patty Troy says, can it be because they are involved with channels they don't approve of, Mr. Lee? There was something, well, I'm sure they didn't like that, but there was something more directly with the Dark Waters thing. Dark Sewage. Uncle Bones. Tall Ones. He got a message, but no specifics. Like what he put in the chat, I saw it was kind of like I was like, what the hell does that really mean? No, I can't remember the wording, but I was like, what the hell does that really mean? All right. Well, we've definitely got over 2 hours. Maybe next week we can get off UFOs, non-alien UFOs. That's my story, and stick it to it. Mr. Lee says, Bigfoot Odyssey first to wrench me. I didn't ask for it. Moog show. I'm honored though. Well, do you want a wrench up in here? I don't really need a wrench on this channel. You had a wrench on my spare channel, and you asked to be nutted. You asked to be de-wrenched. So, but I don't I'm really don't want to. I'm trying to I don't need, because I don't need anyone blocked. And for the most part, if a troll shows up, I can just delete him, like a bot. But I trust you to mod, Mr. Lee. If you want to. Danny, he's throwing up the Jolly Roger and the parrot, skull and crossbones. Mr. Lee says, no, Lockbeard, I'm free here. All right. So if there is nothing else,
be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there is nothing else.
I like to fuck my cat.
Come on, that's funny right there. I don't care who you are. Looks like Pine Island Research is going live in 15 minutes. So if you guys want to check out Jeff Harding, hold on just a second. Yeah. Let me. Why in the hell does nothing cooperate? Hold on a second. Yep. Found it. It was a lot easier to find your live, Jeff, than it was to find my own live earlier. YouTube's got my ass pushed so far down the algorithm, I can type in the exact title and it will still try not to show it in the results. But people found it, so bam, you guys ought to be able to, well, no, you can't. There you go. Pine Island Research, random live. I'll throw the link directly to that live stream in the chat. Sandra says good night, everyone. God bless. Just okay. I guess I'm going to see who I can piss off in a bit. Go get some coffee. Awesome. What happened to my intro? What happened to your intro? I didn't do it today. Do you feel neglected or what? There you go, Donald. Donald says that is an accurate representation of his life. I don't know, man. I'm pretty tired. But I might be in the chat for a bit until I fall asleep. I don't know. Joseph, have a good night, all. Probably see some of you over at Jeff's channel. Yep. All right, everybody. Take it easy. Thanks for coming. Don't get sucked down any crazy rabbit holes.